Hi everybody, I'm Noah Weisberg, and I bought a plant. That is my plant. Our greatest job as actors is to find the truth in everything we do. I feel like if ever musical theater gets a bad rap, which to me it never should, because it's my favorite art form, but if it ever does, I think it's because sometimes we focus so much on the singing and dancing and forget about the acting. And when I'm an audience member, at least, the things that I'm drawn to are, I don't even care what a great singer or dancer you are. I'm blown away by it. I'm jealous of it. I despise you for being more talented than I am, but I'm really blown away and I'm really moved and affected when people are super truthful and vulnerable on stage. That's the stuff that I'm into. So as a theater actor, we have to be able to repeat that truth over and over and over again. Doesn't mean repeat the exact same performance, because every night we're in a little different mood. We are gonna play the scene a little different within the context of what the director wants us to do. But that to me is where technique comes in. Because getting it right once, let's say on a TV set, is hard enough, but being able to repeat something and keep that truthfulness for hundreds of performances, that's where we need technique. Let me make one other note about technique. A lot of people have asked, and by a lot, I mean really nobody, but it sounds cool to say that on the internet, have asked me, what is the difference between theater technique and the technique you'd use on a TV show? I don't think there's a difference in acting technique. Yeah, there's a difference in size of performance. You might have to scale it down because the camera is right there. But truthful acting is truthful acting. Listening, responding, breathing, doing the homework that is really the same kind of homework for either type of performance. And that's the same thing to me. So let me give you a little trick and something that I use. I use three things: objective, obstacle, and tactics. Objective, what do you want? What does your character want in the scene? What are they trying to get? What are they trying to change about the other person? What are they trying to get the other person to do for them or to them or with them? It takes the pressure off of you, and it also is what we really do in real life. We usually talk or act in a certain way or do certain things to try to get a reaction from somebody, right? The obstacle, of course, is what's standing in our way. We wouldn't have a drama, we wouldn't have a play to present if there weren't any obstacles. And the most fun thing are your tactics. What are the ways that you go about trying to achieve that goal that your character is trying to achieve? So, quick example. Mom, I want to go to the mall. Remember malls? Remember when we used to go places? Mom, I want to go to the mall. I need 20 bucks. Also, I'm a grown man, so if I'm asking my mom for 20 bucks, that's, a whole nother play. But that's my objective. Ma, I need 20 bucks. I need 20 bucks. Okay, I get that. Well, she says no. That's my obstacle. So tactics. I can be nice to her. I can get really mad and say, well, Dad would give me 20 bucks if he were around. I could try to bribe her. There's another tactic. Well, I'll clean my room. I'll clean your room. I just need 20 bucks. So that is what's fun to me. You've got this script and you pick an objective for each scene, and maybe an overarching objective for your show, for the whole show. What does your character really want? And I want to watch, as an audience member, you struggle and find those different ways to try to achieve that goal. By the end of the play or the end of the scene, you may or may not achieve it. But I want to watch a human being do that and do what we all do, struggle, trying to find the truth and trying to achieve a goal. That's interesting to me. When I was on the road with Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, I had to rely on technique all the time, and here's why. It is so easy to go on automatic pilot. We did hundreds and hundreds of shows, and we were pretty polished. The audience seemed to like it. Doesn't mean I was always listening, responding, breathing, being truthful on stage, pursuing my objectives, I got that reminder when our fearless leader, Jack O'Brien, would show up to give us notes and adjustments. And he's an incredible director for a reason. He doesn't take BS on stage. He doesn't take it. Now, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you think, well, that's not the most grounded show. It's musical theater. It's a little heightened. Yes. It doesn't mean that I can't pursue a really truthful objective and really listen to my fellow actors every night. I had the gift that we had 3 different little Charlies. So every night I was acting opposite someone else. So I really had to listen and respond. And again, Jack would come and say, I didn't believe you in this moment. And he was right. So having to be on the road and having to do the show over and over and over again, it would either get completely boring because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same show over and over again, or it was exciting because every night I was doing what felt like a different show because I didn't know where it was going to go. I didn't know which kid I was going to pick. I had to really pursue my objectives and see which one was right for me. Is it the little kid? Is it this one who loves chocolate a lot? Or is it that's exciting. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without the techniques that I have learned and that I get to apply in shows like this. Be kind. That's the best advice I've ever gotten. Support your fellow artists. It's such a tough business and it's such a rewarding business. But boy, if we all just spent the energy building each other up, which actually most theater people I think do. But you want to be one of those people that everyone wants to work with. They're blown away by your talent, absolutely. But more importantly, they're blown away by your kindness and your support and your generosity and your professionalism, the fact that you show up early and you're warmed up and you're off book and ready to go. You want to be one of those people. What a great reputation to have. Continuing to train is really important. I feel like, especially look at yourself and say, all right, what is my weakness? Is it dancing? Yeah, I need to take more dance classes. Push yourself because that big opportunity is going to come. You want to be around other artists. You want to be creating. You want to be creating your own work. So you want to say yes to opportunities and yes to helping your friends and yes to being a part of things. It puts out great energy in the world. It showcases you to people. You don't know who's going to see your work. And it just brings you even more a part of the community. And I always feel like work begets other work. There really only is one you. What are you like at 3 a.m? You're having a sleepover with your best friend. What do you like? What bits do you do? What voices do you do? Bring that into your work. Bring that free spirit into your work. Make bold choices. Think of an audition as a performance. That's the one thing we all love to do is perform. And really, that's all it is for us is a performance. We rehearse, we come in, we do our show. People often talk about, well, you have to hold your sides when you go into an audition. Have you ever thought about this? You have to hold it so it looks like it's an audition. It's not a polished performance. I get that. Maybe they're right. My opinion is, if you're super off book and you're not even going to look at them anyway, I don't know. Put them on the piano, put them down, come in, let's go. Free up your hands, use your body. Enjoy every second of this business. It is really hard. Often there's a lot of times where we have to do side jobs and other things, or we're not working at all. Certainly right now is a crazy time for everybody. But even in those times, we are on a mission. The mission to get to do this thing that we love. This thing that if you're here, you're interested in training more. This thing that we're training for, that we're spending money to be able to take classes for. There are a lot of people, and I'm so understanding of it, that get bogged down in the struggle of this business. Or sometimes they get bogged down in the drama within a cast. Do everything you can to breathe through it and let that go. And remember that through the ups and the downs, we are all on this journey together, hopefully supporting each other, hopefully being kind, and hopefully having the opportunity to be on stage or on camera, and getting to work with fellow actors, and getting not to hide because we get to play other characters, but really getting to bring the most vulnerable parts of ourselves out on stage. What a beautiful, lucky thing that we're able to do. There's no other life that I would want than a life in the theater. So here's to a great life in the theater for you, and here's to hopefully us getting to work together. I would love that. I would love that. So break a leg, stay positive, and I'll see you on stage. And I'm weeping. Made myself cry.